The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
Clark's Pump and Shop, Whitaker Bank, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Rafferty's, Double Dogs, and by Prep Spin.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball, your host for the Scholastic Ball Report. Welcome to the show today. We got a great lineup for you this week. As always, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Ryle High School football team, Coach Mike Engler. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week is Detrell Johnson from Tates Creek High School. He's a multiple sports star. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports highlights. The Clark's Pump and Shop special guest, Rob Catron from the KHSAA. But we know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state? We got them with Brian Mollum, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Goff.
In 2018, Sayre brought back its football program that had been dormant for decades. Former NFL quarterback Chad Pennington was tasked with taking the Spartans to a place they'd never been before, a state title game. The Spartans looking to complete a perfect 15-0 season earlier today facing Raceland. Sayre striking first on the first possession. Luke Pennington with a dart to Brock Hoffman, 7-0 Spartans. Raceland counters in the second quarter. 4th and goal at the 2. The Trickeration, Jonah Arnett with a halfback pass to Jackson Rister, 7-6. Late in the first half, trailing 9-7. Sayre drives 66 yards, capped off by the Pennington to Kaufman touchdown again. 14-9 home team at the break. Name in the paper or your face on TV. Either way, Brock Kaufman will take both. Pennington hits Kaufman on a 36-yard touchdown pass, 20-9 Spartans. This game would go down to the final possession, leading 27-22. Sayre has to get a stop on 4th down. Sayre at the 26, but Raceland's final play never stood a chance. The party is on tonight in Lexington, 27-22 Sayre.
No matter who you cheer for or what the sport,
Clark's Pump and Shop is there to support the young people who play.
Whether it's a snack on the way to the game or restocking on the way home, Clark's is the winning stop. And whether you're choosing from drinks, chips, or a one-of-a-kind crispy, crunchy chicken, you'll be a winner no matter what the scoreboard says.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hey, Ryle here, and we just talked to another person that switched their insurance to Assured Partners. Listen to what they had to say.
I've had the best experience with Assured Partners. Everything's easy, I save a lot of money, and I know that I am covered with what I need to protect myself and my family.
Are you tired of overpaying for your auto, home, and life insurance? Why not let Assured Partners do the shopping for you? Visit them online at assuredpartners.com/Lexington for a free quote.
National Signing Day, and for Western Hills defensive lineman Javion Campbell, an extra special afternoon as this outstanding young man signed with Kentucky. Campbell is a Cinderella story if there ever was one. A huge defensive lineman, Campbell just started playing football prior to 2023, but he turned out to be one of the highest rated recruits in the country considering he is so new to the sport.
You know, I feel great, just finally signed my letter in 10, ready to play, ready to learn from all my coaches, and just ready to get to the next season and just grow as a person and and a player on the field.
Are you surprised that all of this has happened in less than 2 years, really?
Yeah, it's actually just like a dream coming true, really, and it's like just truly a blessing to just be in this position, and I would have never thought this would happen in 2 years.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, the Ryle High School Raiders football team. With us is football coach Mike Engler and player Dylan Smith. Welcome into the show, Coach and Dylan.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Appreciate you having us.
Ryle has had a great regular season going into the playoffs. Talk about your significant wins and those tough losses. You had a few of those that helped the team this season, that catapulted you to the state championship.
You know, I'm actually going to go back to last year. I think our turning point, what people don't realize is we returned like 16 starters from last year and 9 sophomores that started. And I'm going to go back to the Campbell County game last year. And that's when I think we learned how to win a football game, because we had chances to beat St. X last year and we scored 40 some points against them and lost. And, but Campbell County, we were down 17 points going into the fourth quarter. Actually, in the fourth quarter, we were down 17, came back, won the game in overtime, and went on a 6-game winning streak after that before we ran into a very good Bryan Station team that knocked us out in the quarterfinals. And, of course, they went on to the state championship. But our schedule, I think we played 5 teams that played for a state championship last year on our schedule. This year, we start off, we beat a very good Cov Cat team that just lost last week to Franklin County, who beat, Cov Cat team that beat Boyle County. We beat them the first game of the season. And then we were 2-0, and then we lost to Cooper. Cooper was a game that, honestly, it could have gone either way, but we held a very good Cooper team, really 14 points. They beat us 21-14. And we muffed a punt with 40 seconds left, and they recovered it on the 12-yard line and scored. So you take that away, we're probably 4 plays away from being undefeated right now. We end up losing to a St. X game. The St. X game was probably, even though it's a loss, was probably the key to our season. From about midway through the second quarter on, we beat St. X. And we had gotten back in, and had a chance to tie right at the end, and we just ran out of time. And we came out of that game thinking, we are the better football team. We are better than St. X. We just beat them for 2.5 quarters. And I think that was huge. And once we got through that, all of a sudden we started this 8-game winning streak.
Tell us about Dylan Smith, who is with us here today.
Dylan Smith, one of the best defense linemen I've ever been around. Not only does it in the classroom, his work ethic, I'll never forget. I think the day Louisville, he's getting ready to commit. He's committed to Louisville. He's getting ready to sign tomorrow. I think the minute Louisville walked into the weight room and I showed him and pointed him out in the weight room, Dylan, I believe we were up in the upstairs because I think you were actually with basketball at the time.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and the first time they saw him, they were like, oh, wow, who is this kid? And I think his work ethic and what he was doing just won them over right from the very beginning. And then they started watching film of him. And the young man goes 120% every single play. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't want to try to block him, and I definitely wouldn't want to get hit by him. So.
Well, Dylan, in your opinion, Dylan, what makes the Ryle Raider high school football team so good this year?
Just like the coach was saying, how close we are. I feel like this group has been bonded closer together than any other Ryle football team or really any sports team I've ever been on. And I just think we push each other really, really hard in practice. We take practice really seriously, and I think it shows, like with our record and how we perform on Friday nights.
As a senior leader, what do you do to motivate the entire team?
Just make sure everyone's, getting in during practice, giving their best effort. If they need a sub or whatever, just get them a sub, get them water, whatever it may be. Just always have people in there to push each other to be better.
And what is the most memorable game from Ryle High School up to this point?
Um, I think it was the St. X game in the second round of the playoffs. That's definitely the best game I've ever been a part of. And I think this Saturday, that game's going to trump that one.
Gotcha. Well, talk about your college plans. Are you excited to play at the next level?
I'm more excited about that than anything right now. Obviously, right now, I'm worried about is this Saturday, but right after that, right after Saturday, that's kind of my focus from here on out.
Well, thank you guys, Coach Engler and Dylan Smith, for being on the show today. That's it for the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. The days of expensive hearing aids are over. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. They are powerful, lightweight, and simple to use, and their tiny in-ear design makes them nearly invisible. Plus, they are rechargeable, saving you hundreds of dollars on batteries. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are only $397. But wait, we are so confident you are going to love your Nanos, we are offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. You get a free portable charging case, free 24/7 lifetime telephone support, free shipping, and a 45-day money-back guarantee.
Call 800-229-7064. That's 800-229-7064.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. Our scholar is Tates Creek High School football and track team member Detrell Johnson. Detrell, you're a two-sport star at Tates Creek High School. Talk about why and how you got interested in both track and football.
So I got interested playing football at a younger age. My older brother, I had his poster on the wall, it fell down. But DeMarte Johnson, he's 2 years ahead of me. He started playing football when we were younger, and he kind of inspired me to play. Just seeing him and the older guys go to the weight room every day during the summer, getting after it. It's no other place to be for me. So I took up football, and I've been doing it ever since. For track, Coach Hawks is the head football coach and the head track coach. So most of the football guys, he has us run track too. He got me started running track. I really didn't want to run track because I don't like running long distances. But yeah, he got me started running track. He got me in the hurdles. And yeah, I just fell in love with it ever since.
Generally, what do you like most about being on the sports teams at Tates Creek?
The thing I like the most about being on the sports team at Tates Creek is the family. Definitely on the football team, we have a close-knit brotherhood. And I take that with me every day. I was blessed to be named captain my junior year. first junior captain I would say in our team's history. And I carried on to senior year. The guys chose me to be their captain both junior year and senior year. I carry this captain badge with me on my keys right here.
Yep.
So
That's great.
yeah, it's a family, and I really appreciate it. And the same thing on the track team. Everybody holds each other accountable. We all check on each other, make sure everybody's in the right mindset, things of that nature. And it's a beautiful thing when all the sports teams communicate with each other and have a relationship with each other.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about your academics. As a really good student with a GPA of 3.5 and an international baccalaureate student, who influences you the most to make such good grades?
My mom, definitely. She influences me the most. When I was younger, she told me like there wasn't any sports at all unless my grades were right. And then she like told me if I got straight A's and things of that nature, like I would get a couple dollars. Like I got rewarded for good grades. So that ain't happened in a while because it's been the standard for a while. So I just keep doing that. I would like to be a great representation of my family, and yeah, I just think I'm gonna do that by being great at my sport and being great in the classroom.
Mom always knows best. How do you juggle academics and sports? How do you juggle that?
For me, it's just about having a good routine that I follow every day. When I wake up in the morning, I have set things that I do and moving throughout the day. And there's always a little leeway for things that happen throughout the day that you can't account for. So I just have to take that into consideration when making my routine that sometimes things don't go as planned, but you just have to bounce back and just keep pushing forward.
Well, thank you, Detrell, for being on this Classic Ball Report. Good luck the rest of the season this year.
I thank y'all for having me. Y'all have a blessed day.
That's Detrell Johnson, the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Time now for the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Sayre taking on Raceland in the 1A state title game. Luke Pennington to Brock Kaufman for a 37-yard touchdown. That to give Sayre a commanding lead. Take another look at it. Big day for Kaufman as he catches 12 balls for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns on the way to giving Sayre their first football state title in school history. That's the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. Go to netcredit.com. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
When it snows, you have a big question. Is it closed? WKYT has all the information you need on air, online, and on your phone. Keep up to date on the latest closings and delays. WKYT Closings, sponsored by Quantrell Auto Group.
With over 100,000 square feet of premium outdoor inventory on display, WKYT's Kentucky Sport, Boat, and Recreation Show is back January 30th through February 2nd at Central Bank Center. Visit KentuckyBoatShow.com for more information.
Hello and welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Clark's Pumpkin Shop Special Guest of the Week. we have KHSAA Information Technology Director, Rob Catron. Welcome in, Rob.
Welcome, Mr. V's, Bridget. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. We got some exciting stuff going on with postseason esports going on right now.
Absolutely. And before we get into that, I wanted to just mention a couple of things that you, Rob, and the KHSAA, it's a busy place year round. And talk a little bit about your role, because at the association, you handle a lot of the technology needs for the sports events.
Yeah, primarily at every event. You know, I work with the on-site staff, whether it be the UK staff, the great UK staff this upcoming weekend at football, or George Rogers Clark staff, IT staff, the following weekend for cheer and dance. And then finally for our esports championship on December 18th with the UK folks there as well. So, and then inside the office, typical IT stuff, but then also, I guess you could say I spend the vast majority of my time as the liaison between our member schools, athletic directors, and our online systems. And so it's been a challenging year because we switched platforms. We won't have time to get into that here, but it's been a real exciting time, and that is what I like. I come from sort of a customer service background, so I really like helping out the athletic directors and keeping them on the right path there.
So talk about the growth you've seen with the new and emerging sports, and let's talk a little bit about one of the newer ones, esports.
And these are students that didn't necessarily have a lot to do, you know, before. I know we talked a little bit beforehand how I was a gamer when I was a kid. It kind of gave me a different world I could travel to. You know, back then it was different with Atari and then Atari computers and then Nintendo and stuff like that. But it's really no different than it is today, I think, for these young people. So I really recommend anybody that can to come down on December 18th, because throughout the season they play generally at their schools. There's no travel, so it's all online. So we have 7 titles, and they range from the Nintendo Switch to the PC games and then to the PlayStation 5. So this is a chance that they can come together. And I know some of them are virtual students. We got one school that's going to bring their whole team because it's, you know, feels it's important to get around like-minded students and athletes and be able to share their experiences there. But it is to see the look on those players' faces when they walk into UK's Cornerstone down there. It's a tremendous facility. And just to see their faces, it's amazing. I mean, we do it upright. So,
well, I was going to ask you, like, how many schools at the beginning of the year, beginning of the season or whatever, participate?
Well, I got some statistics here. It's really great. So we've been in it since 2008, 2009. And back then we only had 2 games, League of Legends and Rocket League. They were both on PCs. In that year, we had 60 schools and we had 736 students. We had 60 schools and 736 students. And this current season that we're finishing up, we're up to 133 schools, and then over 2,057 participants. So that's pretty good growth. And the fall, we have 2 seasons. Generally, the spring season is actually a little higher. So I wouldn't be surprised if it pushes more to 2,500 participants. And like I mentioned, we have the 7 titles for the Nintendo Switch. We have Super Smash Brothers. We have Splatoon 3, which was just added last year, and Mario Kart. And then for the PlayStation 5, we have NBA 2K, which is a basketball game, and then Madden NFL 25. And then, of course, there's 2 original games, League of Legends and Rocket League.
Well, thank you, Rob, for that great information and the insight into esports and all the things that you do for the High School Athletic Association. I don't know what they do without you.
Well, it's always my pleasure, and it's always a pleasure to see you as well. So have a great rest of the fall and winter, and stay warm.
Sounds good. That's Rob Catron, the Information Technology Director from the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Sayre Spartans began this renaissance of a football program just 6 years ago, and now can claim its first state championship, beating Raceland 27-22 behind the big 3, as they've done it all year, with Luke Pennington controlling the offense, Brock Kaufman taking care of the outside, and Charlie Schleybaugh up the middle. the first state title for the Sayre football Spartans.
Me and Charlie, we were the water boys when the program first got started, so we've been here for all the years that the Sayre football program has started back up, and just to see all the hard work, all the preparation, all the guys before us set that foundation for us to build on.
It's just exciting to see that even though we're a young program, we still find a way to win, and it's the consistency that shows, and it's really impressive, and it's a testament to Coach and all the other coaching staff.
To be the first, you're right, to be the first, and that's so hard to do, and we talked about that in the locker room, is you're built for this moment, you're ready for this moment, so they embraced it, and they deserve all the credit.
Luke Pennington, 21 of 27 passing, 219 yards and 3 touchdowns, all 3 scores going to Brock Kaufman, the game's MVP. Raceland in its 99th year of football, still looking for its first state title. Sayre, in just its 6th, gets its first crown. Reporting from Kroger Field, Brian Milam, WKYT.
When it comes to vascular health, precision and expertise are essential. At ARH, our renowned vascular team, Dr. Rothstein, Dr. Toussaint, and Dr. Shoptaw, use cutting-edge techniques to treat everything from varicose veins to life-threatening aneurysms. With over 78 years of combined experience, they deliver the highest standard of care. To learn more about the ARH vascular team, ask your healthcare provider for a referral. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Advance your nursing career at Frontier Nursing University. Our distance education programs allow you to complete coursework and a clinical experience in your own community to become a nurse midwife or nurse practitioner. Visit frontier.edu today.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Well, that's a wrap for the show this week. Special thanks go to our Scholastic Ball Report team. King of Stream, William Moorfield of Prepspin. Joel Clace, our director, WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. WKYT sports staff are Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Gall. Until next week, thanks for watching, and remember, for those you see and you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
Clark's Pump and Shop, Whitaker Bank, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Rafferty's, Double Dogs, and by Prepspin.